Hi, good evening, and welcome to the Magic Show, where you learn simple tricks to become smart and lazy. Ah, Today, I thought I will do a little differently. Our banner I have just eliminated. I was bored of the banner, so I thought maybe the countdown timer would be a little fun.
Nice,
Today's
very
session.
stylish.
Sorry.
I said very stylish, nice.
So maybe for a few days we'll have this, and then maybe we'll do something else some other time. So today's session, as usual, we start with our two basic principles: work smart, not hard, and practice, practice, and practice. And that is the mantra on which we base ourselves. Today we'll do a few shortcuts in Excel because we have to be lazy. That is also one of our mantras. So whatever we can do without the mouse, we should be able to do without the mouse directly from our keyboards. And then some 2 or 3 simple tricks. We should not take too long, but let's see. I have a packed session. How fast we can go and how fast we can complete. Let us try and see what it takes. Okay, so I'll start with my Excel screen. Okay, are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I just have a sample spreadsheet, nothing great, just figures, months and some products, and not very huge. It could be as huge as you would like it to be, but this is good enough to see all the features. So the first thing we are talking about is formatting the top left corner. Can you see this formatting? You think it is easy to do this? Actually, it's very easy because this is a very typical requirement. You want some things on the x-axis and some things on the y-axis or in the rows and columns, but what title will you put in this corner? That is always a challenge. So I try to put month on this side and product on this side. And how easy is it to do this? Let's see. I will do it. I'm just inserting a row so that so I inserted a row. Maybe make it a little bigger. So how did I get month on the top right? So I said, I'll just type month. Okay. Of course, I can format it. I can make it bigger and all that. That's okay. Now I want month to be on the extreme right, right? So what I will do is I'll put some spaces here. I'm just putting spaces and physically moving it to the right. Now I want product on the next line. Okay. So how do I go to the next line when I'm here? If I press enter, I'll go out of the cell. If I press enter, what happens is I go to the next cell, correct? So
Alt enter.
You just say alt enter. Perfect. And then I type product, but the product I want it on the left. So I leave it here. So month has come on the right, product has come on the. So are you getting this? So this is very
Please
simple.
repeat that again. Alt
enter. Alt enter lets you go to the next line in the same cell.
Okay.
So when suppose you were, let's say, edit this, you are here and I press alt enter.
Okay.
What happens is I am going to the next line in the same cell. Okay.
Yes.
So Alt Enter helps us go to the next line in the same cell. This is a very routine thing because we want our rows and columns to be. Now, how do I draw a line in between these two? So what I do is I right click on this and go to format. Okay, is there a format here? There is format. Format. Yeah. And then I have this option called borders. Now, borders are not always outside, inside, etc. Borders can be diagonal also. So I want this diagonal like this, right? Or I can take a diagonal like this, whatever I feel like. Are you getting this?
Yes.
Okay. So I can draw a line like this and I said, okay. So I got the line. Very simple. Again, I go here. I say format. I drew this line and now I can say fill if I want little fancy stuff. So I say fill it with this red color. And then there are some effects also. I can have two colors, I can have one color, whatever I want. And then I can say, I want the shading style diagonally going up or diagonally going down or from corner, from center, whatever. So I can do whatever I feel like. I take the color one. So this becomes pretty neat. You got it? So you can do it very elegantly. Just select the cell, go to format, and then do all this jugglery. You can play with the borders. You can make the border vertical inside also, horizontal, I'm sorry, diagonal, etc., etc. Okay.
Can we color month and product differently? Like
No, this is a shading. So actually what we are doing, if you notice this, if you are doing this fill, what you are saying is fill effects. So fill effects is a shading effect.
Okay.
So the entire shading effect is for the cell. So if you want it like this, maybe let's try this and see what is the. It gives you something which you are looking for.
Yeah.
Because it is doing it for the cell. You are not doing each. See, the cell is one unit. In any Excel sheet, the cell is one unit. So whatever you're doing, you are doing to the cell. You are not, these are not two different cells. This is only one cell.
Okay.
We just made it look different by doing this jugglery, saying Alt Enter, going to the next line, and then shading it. Okay, so maybe you can play around with the shading till you get what you want really. So you can just say fill effects, horizontal, vertical, diagonal up, diagonal down. Maybe this will give you what you are looking for. Maybe this is a different color, this is a different color. So any questions on this? Do we go ahead?
Sure.
This is very simple and very useful because all the time we are doing our rows and column labeling and we don't know what to write here in this cell. And we want a contiguous length of cells. That is why we want it like this. Okay.
Yes.
Anybody has any questions or should we go ahead? It's a very simple thing. So I have done it in a very simple way, as is my style. Okay, now when we are coming to a particular table like this, again, as I said, we are looking at a contiguous table. Now, if we want to do filtering, what do we do?
Go to data, select filter.
Data, select filter. And then all these small, tiny arrows come and then you can do filtering, etc., etc. Correct?
Yes.
But I am a lazy guy. I have removed the filter. So I am a lazy guy. So I don't like to pick up my mouse anywhere in this sheet I don't want to pick up my mouse, go to data, point to it, then go to filter, etc., etc. So if I want to add filters to any table, what I have to say is Control Shift L, and the filters are there. Can you see the filters have come up? If I want to remove the filters, Control Shift L. So if you are working with filters regularly, you don't want to go through this hassle of going to data, going to filters. Some people might even do a filter here directly on the top right, sort and filter. So this is also a filter, right? But all this is painful for lazy people. So we just say Control Shift L and the filter is on, Control Shift L, filter is off. Okay, it's very simple. Again, all the shortcuts that I'm talking of, you need not do all or you need not remember all. But if you are using filters on an ongoing basis regularly, then you might as well learn this simple trick. Similarly, if you want to insert a table, again, what is the way of making this entire sheet into a table? Yeah, anyone? Creating a table.
You mean table with horizontal, vertical lines?
Yeah, yeah. Normally, how we create a table?
I simply, move to the upper left. I'd first select everything, and then in that font menu, you simply say all borders.
The simplest way of doing tables is Control T for tables.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, so it says, where is the data for your table? It has selected the entire table by default. Okay. So you say, okay, and my table has headers. All this comes by default. So I just say, okay, and my table is made.
Great.
And then all the other options of table styles, etc. If you want to change the style, color, etc. Filter button, you want it, you don't want it, etc. All these are available straight out here. So I'll just say Control Z and come out. And this was my original sheet, correct? Now, if I want to create a table, what will I do? Control T, that's it. And it just asks me one question. I just say enter and my table is made along with the filter buttons, etc., etc. Very, very simple. Control T is for tables. Now, when you are filtering, I want to see all products, product A here. So what do we go through the entire stuff now? How do we go through? You go to data, filters, create this tiny little arrows, and then you click on it and you select product A, etc. But there's a very simple way of filtering anything in the entire sheet. You just right click on a particular thing. You want a filter on product A. There is something called filter out here. If I right click, filter by selected cells value. And I only get product A. Isn't this neat? Extremely, extremely simple. I don't have to go to filter. What I would have done otherwise, as you said earlier, I would go to data, filter, then come here, drop down, unselect all, then say product A, and then I would have got the same result. Correct? So many steps, 4 or 5 steps, which I am doing it in only one step. Okay, I'm just saying Control Z, I'm removing all the filters. What I do, product B, for example, right click, there is an option called filter, filter by selected cells value, and my product B, all cells are coming here. Extremely easy and extremely fast. Getting this?
Yes.
So filtering for a particular cell value is very simple. So you could filter it by a numeric value also. Right click. Here again, filter by selected cells value. Okay, there's only one cell with this value, and therefore you got only one. Agree? So this is again very simply using filters with one click. You don't have to go through. Now you will tell me that earlier you showed us all the long cuts. Now you're showing the shortcuts. You should have shown the shortcuts on day one only. But unless we have the concept clear, it doesn't make sense to learn these shortcuts. Right? Now, if you want to jump to any end of the sheet, for example, now we are on A4 and you want to go to the last cell in this line. So how will you go there? You just drag it here and come here. And then I'll have to now search where is 4 here. Okay, I came here, right? So quickly going from one end to the other is again very simple. You use the control and arrow key. So if you want to go to the rightmost cell in this table, you just say control and right. You come straight here. Control left, you come straight here. Control down, you come straight down. Bottommost cell. Control up, you come to the topmost cell. Okay, so moving around with large spreadsheets is extremely simple. Just use the control key with an arrow key. So whichever direction you want to move in, you can move into. For example, now I'm here. I want to go to the rightmost cell, control right. So I'm coming to the rightmost cell. Control left. I'm going to the leftmost cell. Okay, very simple. You can jump to any end of the sheet. Okay, got it?
Yes.
Yes, again, what do you want to see again, Karishma? This one or the earlier one?
Yes, it was the earlier one and you showed me. I had no idea after 25 years of using Excel that all this is even possible.
So it is so simple, no? But that's why you are here.
Thank you.
So control and arrow keys move you to the rightmost or the leftmost item. If you want to select a range, suppose you want to select this entire range. For example, you want to do the formatting, for example, and you want to select this from here to here. What you will do, you will just drag it, and then go overboard, and then you come back, and all this jazz you have to do, right? Now, if you want to do a selection, what you do is Control, Shift, and arrow key. Straight. Control and arrow key takes you there. It does not select. Control, Shift, and arrow key selects the entire. And then I can make it bold. I can make it whatever. I can do some formatting here, etc., etc. Are we maybe coloring, background, whatever you want to do. So whenever I have to select, again, I will go back. Okay, so whenever I have to select a range of cells, or I want to select this entire column, for example. So Control, Shift, and down arrow. This entire column is selected. I can do some background in this column. I come here, Control, Shift, and down arrow. Oops, sorry, where was I? Okay, simple.
Yeah.
So when you do Control and arrow, it takes you to the end points. But if you say Control, Shift, and arrow, it selects the entire range up to the end point. Okay. So this is again extremely simple. So you can select a range, Control, Shift, and arrow key. Whichever direction you want, you can select the direction. Now, This is something which is so silly and so simple that if you have to take a total here, what do?
You select and say auto sum.
You select and say auto sum. Yeah. Even without selecting, you can say auto sum. You can just come here, click, and automatically it will show you the probable formula. And you just say enter and you accept it.
How
Right?
did you do that? What did you click?
I didn't do anything. I came here,
Yeah.
I go up here, auto sum. Can you see this?
Yes, yes.
I just click on that and enter.
Oh, great. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Now something greater. Again, I'm so lazy. I don't want to touch my mouse. So I say Alt equal to, and it gives me the same result.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
This is the shortcut. Alt equal to. Now also understand when I say Alt equal to, it selects B2 to B76. B76 is the
Blank.
immediate sense, and B2 is, it understands that this is a date, so you don't want the total of this. So it comes perfectly, it selects the range. You don't have to worry about, otherwise, normally, normal course, what people do? You will start with a formula equal to sum, and then open the bracket, and then you say from here to here, etc., right?
Mm.
So now I just say Alt equal to and press enter. Isn't this simple?
Suppose you did it in the cell above this, that means row 76. Would the same thing happen?
Same thing.
Okay.
Alt equal to is B2 to B75.
Okay.
Okay. Always understand why you should always leave a space. So when you insert, automatically this formula will change. Suppose you want to insert 2 or 3 rows here.
Mm.
The formula will automatically change. If you don't have that, then the formula will not change. So always it's a good practice to have Alt equal to here. Now, if you insert a few rows here, then automatically the formula will change. I say insert. Now, what is the formula? It is B2 to B78.
Mm.
Did you notice that?
Yes.
So always if you leave a space in between, automatically it will understand that if you insert something, you will be. Are we clear on this?
Mm.
Alt equal to is very, very simple. Great.
Yeah.
How can we remember the shortcuts?
Practice.
So as I said, like the more you use it, the more you will remember it.
Mm.
Because these are all very, very simple things. Of course, you always have the option to go back to the long cut, or you always have this video on YouTube to go back and check. So if you practice and if you are doing totals often, or if you are selecting columns often, etc., then it becomes very, very easy to remember. Okay. Now, let me see if I can do something here itself. I don't know whether I should. I'm selecting these cells for whatever strange reason. I want to draw a chart on this. How do I draw a chart on this? If you remember this?
Insert, yeah.
Quick analysis, and we went here and we said chart, this, that, etc.
Mm.
You remember this? If you,
Yeah.
okay, now there is still a quicker way of doing a chart. You say Alt F1.
F1.
Alt F1. You got the chart right away. This is very cool. Then of course I can do hazard formatting and stuff like that. Okay, I didn't give any command. I just said Alt F1. Any area in the entire sheet, I can create a chart by just typing Alt F1. Okay, just I'll say Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. I'm getting rid of the chart. Okay. Now I am in this entire huge spreadsheet. Yeah, 75 rows and I don't know, up to Y or Z columns, 25 columns. Now if I say Alt F1 here, my chart is made. Are you with me?
Yeah.
This is for the entire Jan 19 to December 20. So making a chart is extremely simple. Just select the range. If you don't select the range, if you are within any table, you can make a chart of that table instantly. Alt F1 is the quick way of adding a default chart. Then of course, a whole lot of other stuff is there where you can do formatting of the chart and colors and scale and all that sort of thing. But these are all quick things which you can do instantly, which nobody teaches us. When we learn Excel, nobody teaches us always. So inserting a chart is very, very easy. Now this entire thing that we are having, now this is very interesting and this is real fun. This entire table that we are having, a huge table up to cell Y and up to 75 or 76, whatever. Now suppose this is only for the West zone. So I have created South zone, North zone, East zone. So I have got 3 other zones. Just for the sake of quickness, what I'm doing is Control, Shift Control, right and Shift Control down, correct? So I've selected the entire sheet. Or I could have said Control A, which selects the entire sheet. I'm just saying Control C, copy. I'm pasting it here. I'm doing it for purpose. So I got this, then I go to North and I will again paste it here. So maybe some little bit of sizing. I just resize everything so that it fits.
Maybe if you press that little triangle, which is there, then you wouldn't have to resize.
Okay, let's try that also.
Select that and then paste. No, select that and then paste.
Oh, select the triangle and then paste.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will also learn something new. No,
Huh?
it doesn't work like
No,
that.
but that's because you've been pasting the same thing. If you go back to West and do the same thing there, go back to West.
Okay, one
You're
second.
on East just now. So
Yeah.
go back to West. Yeah, and select that triangle there. Yeah, and do a copy, Control C.
It's already highlighted, Control C.
Okay, then come to East now.
Oh, sorry, now it went off. 1 second.
There's a lot of data, so.
No, it's already selected. 1 second.
Yeah, now do Control C.
Now Control C.
Go to a blank sheet. East.
Okay, good. So that is something I learned. Thank you. So now we have 4 sheets which are identically formatted. Why I wanted to do this is I want to ensure that they are all identically formatted, means the titles are all in the first row, these titles are in the second row, etc., right? Now, and this is a very normal situation that you want to format these now. So what I want to do is I will select this. What did I say? Control Shift and right, correct? And then I want to format south also like this, and I want to format north also like this, and I want to format east also like this, right? So I am a lazy guy. So I will select west, shift and press east. So I've selected all these 4 sheets. Can you see that?
Could you
Yeah.
repeat that again?
See, I was here.
You press control and you clicked
No,
on
no, no.
the sheet.
I don't press control. One second. I come back here.
Mhm.
I am on the first sheet. I said shift and I selected the last sheet. I'm selecting all in between.
Oh, okay.
So I'm selecting all the 4 sheets in one shot.
Great.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now I come here, control shift right, selects the entire range. I want to make these red. I want to make these bold. I want to have a background. Okay.
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
And then the magic works. You go to south, everything is formatted. You go to north, everything is formatted. You go to east, everything is formatted. Can you see how easy it is to do this across sheets? So I only have to have 2 things, 2 conditions. One is that they have to be absolutely identical, so that obviously these figures can be different, but the titles, etc., have to be in the same row, in the same column. And I select multiple sheets at a time. Now, for example, I come here and I say alt equal to, I have my total, right?
Hmm.
And what do? I drag it across. So all my totals are taken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have to again resize it to get the right. Yeah. So that is fine. Just resizing everything so that it becomes okay. Now this is in west. Now see, when I go to, all my totals are there. North, all my totals should be there. Okay, this again, the format of the cell is not proper, but that's okay, because this was not in the original size. Okay, this you can always paint the format, but can you see how easy it is to format the whole thing in one shot? Suppose you wanted all your product names to come in bold and italics. So Control B, Control I. Okay. Now, anywhere I go, all my stuff is formatted. So I can do formatting across worksheets, which is a very, very powerful thing, because then I don't have to do a formatting 4 times or 10 times. If there are 10 sheets, are you with me on this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Now, if I want to selectively do it, I want only the west and north to be done, then I don't press shift, I press the control key. West, north and east. Then because it is not continuous, then south will be missed out. Okay. But if I want all, then I just say west and then shift and select all. You can see what is selected, right?
Yeah.
This is very cool. I really like this because it saves you a whole lot of hassle of going into each sheet and then formatting it. Whether it is formatting, whether it is totals, you might be wanting to take averages, whatever. You might want to take an average here. That is up to you. Right? Are you with me? So far, so good.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is another common problem. For some strange reason, I want this May 19 to come between January and February. How would I do it? Normally, how would you do it?
First insert,
Yeah,
copy or cut it and paste it there.
just one second. I'll just undo everything so that we come back to the original so that we don't get into. Oops. Acha, this copying also went off.
Mm.
Okay, off. What did I do?
Because all the sheets are selected. So I think what you're doing in one.
Just one second. I'll just start again. We are back. So I wanted this May in between January and February. So what would I do? Come
go to
here,
insert column.
insert a column here, come to May, select this entire column
Yeah. Cut and
up to
paste.
down, correct?
Yeah.
Paste it here, then come again here because there will be a blank column here and
And delete the column.
Too boring.
You can just drag it.
Yeah, you should be able to drag it down.
But then it would remain there, no? If you just dragged it.
So
It would be a copy that would
let us understand how to do it. So what did we say to select? Shift, Control and down, no?
Yeah.
So this entire thing is selected. Now what I do is I use the Shift key and come here till these 4 arrows come.
Move. Yeah.
And then I bring it to where I want it.
Great.
Did I get my result?
Perfect.
In one shot. This is a very standard requirement. You want to move this column from here to here, or you want to move this row from here to here. Suppose I want to move this row. Okay. What do I do? Shift. Bring it to the corner where it is 4 arrows. And now I want this F row to come between J and AK. And I leave it here. It vanished from there and it came here. Now you can imagine the power of this when it's a huge sheet like this. Otherwise, it becomes very, very cumbersome. You insert a row, insert a column. I'm just saying Control Z. So I go back to original. And for this also, I say Control Z. I come back to original. Are you getting this? How easy it is to move rows and columns. You can move them around, juggle them around. Let me try this. I have not tried. Let me try these 2 rows. Or these 2 columns. I say Shift. Sorry. Shift and come to 4 arrows. May and June I moved in between. I can do it for any number of cells. Isn't this great? Just jump it instead of going and deleting. And in this case, it would be much more complicated. You would be insert 2 columns, then copy these, paste it here, again come here, delete these 2 columns, etc., etc. So this is just a breeze. Any questions here? Yeah, it looks easy, na? It is so easy. Select this column, Shift key, go to the arrows, bring it to where you want it, and leave it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Extremely simple. So these are some very, very simple things which you can do. There are lots and lots more. Like you can have another 3 sessions only on this shortcuts. Okay. I'm showing you something which you can use on a daily basis. Now, very often when you have a sheet like this and you go down, and what happens?
Lost the title.
Which month are you in?
Yeah.
Okay, and you go like this, and which product you are in? You can't see either, right? So what do? It's very simple. I think this everybody should know.
I think there's something freeze pane.
Yeah, there is something called freeze panes.
Yeah.
So what you do is you come to a place. Now this is where the intersection, this is where the first data point is, right?
Right.
So this is the title for this and this is the title for this. So you want to freeze the panes here. So you go to view and say freeze panes. Okay. When you say freeze panes, what happens is you go anywhere in the sheet, the titles remain the same. So you don't get lost. Yeah, it's very easy. Go up and down, right, left, wherever you go. Correct? Are we okay on this?
Yes.
And when you come back, you go to, now see when I go to freeze panes option, it says unfreeze panes because the panes are frozen. So the option is unfreeze panes, or you have the option of freeze the top row or freeze the first column, whatever you want to do. Okay. So unfreeze panes, if you want to do both, normally it is a good idea to do both. But for some reason, if you want to only freeze the top row, you can freeze that, or you want to only freeze this side, you can freeze this also. Well, all the options are there. Either you freeze both, or you freeze only the top row where the columns are not frozen, or you freeze only the column and the rows are not frozen. Okay. So freeze panes is extremely simple. Just go to the first cell where the data is and just say freeze panes. Everyone with me?
Yeah.
Any doubts? It is all very easy. Then there is this problem which we face often, that I want to compare my December 19 data with my December 20 data. Okay, so now if I'm comparing this with this, it becomes very cumbersome to. So how do I do this? Freeze panes does not help me because the sheet remains in the same format, right? So even if I say freeze panes, what happens is when I go to December 19 and then I want to go to December 20. Sorry. What did I do? I did freeze panes at a very different point. I should have done freeze panes here. Yeah. So if I say freeze panes here, what happens? My December 19 and December 20 are still far apart, although they are on the same page. Sometimes they may be on different pages also. Okay, or suppose I want to compare Jan 19 with December 20. Then there's no way I can bring it next to each other, right? So what do? I can have a very simple way, traditional way is to hide all these columns.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hide all these, I select all these columns and I say right click and I say hide. So now I have Jan 19 and December 20 next to each other, right? So I have column B and I have column Y, and in between everything is hidden. And I can again select both these and say unhide, right click, unhide, and all my columns are back. Okay. So this is one way of looking at it. I can hide the columns in between or the rows, whichever way you want it. I want to hide some rows, I can even hide rows and have the same result. I can say hide or unhide, right? Now there is another way of doing it, and that is I can split the entire sheet into two. This is what option we have in view. Can you see the split?
Yeah.
Divide the window into different panes and each scrolls separately. So I can say split. Now I see these gray bars. So maybe what did I want to do? December 19 with December 20. So I split it here. Now, if you see, there are two sheets down below. If you see, can you see? This is
Yeah.
independent
Yeah.
and this is independent, although they are the same sheet.
Okay.
So I want to see now December 20. So I come here, bring December 20 here. Okay. So now my December 20 and December 19, I can come close to each other and I can compare them. And I can remove the split. Each one is different in a different window, but they are part of the same sheet. Okay, so if I make a change here, it will happen in the other sheet also. Because it's not another sheet, it is just a view. It is showing you the same sheet in a different view. I just remove the split and now I'm back to normal. Are we getting this? This is little tricky. You say split and now see the gray, thick gray lines, both sides. So you can split it vertically or you can split it horizontally. So I want only this. So now upstairs, I have one sheet now from 8 onwards, I can see. So I can move independently in this particular area, or I can move independently in this particular area. I come here, I can move independently in this area. So these are different views of the same sheet. I just say, don't split, and we are back to normal. So we can freeze panes or we can split the panes, and you can see two parts of the same spreadsheet on one screen. Okay?
Yeah. That hide below that word split, does it do the same thing that we talked about in terms of hiding columns or rows? Yeah, that. Oh, everything's gone.
Again, this might be a little tricky because this hide is hiding everything. Okay, so maybe you might be wanting to hide a sheet so that you don't have a clutter or a part of the sheet. Maybe once you split it, 1 second, let me try this. If I am here and I say hide, no, the whole thing goes.
Whole thing goes.
Okay, I don't know why one would want to see a blank screen.
No.
But there must be some logic to it.
But suppose you hide, all right, and that sheet disappears and you save. Will it remain hidden?
No, then how will you save it also? I don't know.
File.
There's no option to save.
There's no option. No, just the idea that you're working on something and you're sending that file off to somebody else, and that somebody else doesn't need to see all the details.
Then you can lock it. There are ways of locking the sheet.
Okay.
But let's not get into that for the time. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. One last thing I wanted to share, maybe if it, okay, suppose you get a list of addresses like this. A lot of times, a lot of programs, it may be a tally program or it may be any other database program where you can export the addresses and you get the addresses in a certain pattern. Like, first line of the address, comma, second line of the address, comma, and third line of the address, right? Now you want to print this as address labels. So how will you do it? You want to put these one below the other, right?
Yeah.
And then print it. Now this is a little tricky because if you want to do it in the longhand, how will you do it? Each one becomes,
It's like one cell has to be split into 3.
yeah, one cell has to be split into 3. So what you will have to do is you will have to say 52 St. John's Street, and then you say Alt Enter and go to the next line, right? And then Alt Enter and CA 9878. Okay, so this is how you want it ultimately, right? I'll just format it so that it becomes a little easy to. This is how you want it. And you can imagine to do this on a 500 addresses or 1000 addresses, it becomes very, very painful. So we learn a shortcut, or rather it's not really a shortcut, but it is a very simple find and replace. So the shortcut for find and replace is Control H. Okay. Control H. He says find what? Find a comma. So wherever there is a comma, you have to find it. And then replace it with what? Replace it with
Enter.
Alt Enter. But Alt Enter, you can't enter it here.
Okay.
So replace it with, I think it is Control J. Line break. That is what we want to do. Correct?
Okay.
So I'm just typing here. You won't be able to see anything. Control J. You can't see anything. Okay. And I'm saying replace all. All done.
Yeah, but it's
Correct?
disappeared.
What happened?
Maybe you need to wrap text or something.
Yeah. So you will select all these. You say wrap text.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
Done.
So I'm just resizing the rows. Are you able to see now? Everything has come properly formatted, and I could do
Can you
1000.
repeat the sequence, please? Please
Sorry?
repeat it. Please repeat the sequence.
Okay. So here we are. Control H for find and replace. Find what? Find comma, because wherever there is a comma, I want to replace it with, where are all the commas gone? 1 second. I have not done Control Z totally. Here we are. Okay. So Control H is find and replace. Find all the commas. So wherever there is a comma, I want to put a Alt Enter, which is Control J. Okay, and then I say replace all. And then it's a matter of just pulling this and resizing all the.
Great.
Okay, is this easy?
Super. Now all we need is a manual written up from all our notes.
Or you need the YouTube link and you can always come back here and refer to it. What's a big deal?
But this is not on YouTube.
Arey, this will go on YouTube. This is being recorded and it will go on YouTube, and tomorrow morning you'll have it.
No, but those are the unpaid sessions, no?
No, these will be only for the people who are on the paid sessions. This will be only circulated to people who are,
Exactly.
yeah. So you can even write to me if you don't get it. You can write to me. I can send you this. This becomes a private link. It doesn't go to the public.
Okay.
Okay, so you can keep a tag. Isn't this easy?
Hmm. Yes.
So what will you remember most out of all this?
A lot of the filtering
A lot of the filtering.
and this list of address thing is really great. Breaking it up.
But you forgot one thing in this entire episode. That I had done this, if you remember,
This address thing, yes, you have done it.
I had done it as part of flash fill, if you remember.
Yeah.
That was a different episode where you did the first one and then you could repeat the entire thing.
Hmm.
That was also very, very simple. So that is it. Keep practicing every day.
Just
And-
one question, if I may.
Yeah.
Now, can you open that sheet again? The Excel sheet.
Array, I deleted it.
Okay, never mind, never mind. Then I'll
Yeah.
just ask you the question. Now you have, let's say, 4 sheets,
One second.
right? Or let's say you have 12 sheets.
One second. I was just kidding. So I did not give you a warning when you're doing all this, when you're doing multiple sheets and all. Don't do it alone at home. Use professional guidance.
Yeah, you're there every Friday.
Okay, so let's go back to the sheet. 1 second. Yeah, bolo.
Okay. So you've got west, south, north, east.
Yeah.
And you've got product A, let's say. Of course, I think you tend to repeat it, but suppose you have just product A in all the sheets.
Yeah.
And
No,
instead of 26 columns, you have just one column, let's say.
Okay.
Yeah? So product A in west, south, northeast. And you want to make one sheet at the end, which picks up the totals from west, south, northeast, and gives it as a grand total.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Of course you can do that. That is what Excel is for. You forgot this, we have covered it. We had talked about the 3-dimensional formula. So you start with, suppose you have product A and product B, suppose you have product A and product B. Sorry, I'm pointing with my fingers. You can't see that.
No, it's moving. We can see something.
So
Yeah.
if you have these, for example, or for the entire sheet for that matter, how does it matter? You
Okay.
can select a sum.
Hmm.
It starts from here and ends in sheet.
The last cell
Ah.
in the last sheet. Yeah.
You
Okay.
select from here, you select West B2 and take a total up to East G7.
Something
Whatever.
76. Huh?
So it becomes a 3-dimensional formula.
Okay.
You start from the first cell and the bottommost cell, like it has to be like this range. So instead of selecting from here to here, you select from here to the last cell in
The
East.
last sheet. Okay.
Yeah, that will give you the totals.
Okay.
We did this also earlier, a 3-dimensional formula
Probably I missed that session.
where it is like, this is all 2-dimensional, correct?
Yes.
And when you add more sheets, it becomes 3-dimensional.
3D.
More than one sheet, then you say from here to this one in the last sheet. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, the brain cells have to be filled now. and colored and formatted and with background and with totals and all of it put together.
Yeah.
But we all think that we know a lot of Excel. We all think we know a lot of Word. But so many small things are there which makes our life easier. And if you save 10 seconds on everything, then it's a huge saving in the year. You can go for a holiday. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.